Little sound healing here and wake some energies up and clear the house of the bad ones and whatever. However, come on in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Hmm. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. It's kind of funny. Did you notice how, like, we were a little bit into it and then it, like, hopped and jumped and skipped a beat and then I had to start over? That was funny. It was like we had to get rid of some certain energies, I guess. That's what that tells me. Anyway, come on in. Yeah. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Energies and genders, you know. If you have Taurus in your chart anywhere, there should be a message in here somewhere for you, right? That's the point. I'm going to try. All right, we're going to get down. I think these cards are ready to talk already. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Taurus who may have crossed over, the higher galactic beings that might be overseeing this act of divination after all, and the ascended masters. Please come in today and help guide and give us messages for their best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Taurus. Alrighty. Hi there, you guys. Come on in. A couple more. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. First one out, feminine energy. Something about mothering, nurturing, and gentleness. Now, if this is a male figure, we all have male and female energies in us. It's science, it's fact, right? So you can flip and flop, like I said. Apology, arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. This is in your present. Yeah, somebody's a little rough around the edges, maybe we could say. Is this a hopeless situation? Feeling some depression? Possibly. I'm not saying that last word on the bottom. This is crowning you for, at least a couple weeks, but you're all going to be different. Sometimes, whatever, Established, settled, secure, and wealthy. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Being established, being, that whole thing, right? Longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. Somebody possibly thinking of a union, a reunion, a trip, a travel, a trip. Come on in. We're going to get down into it today. All right, a little bit more of the vibe before we get into my tarot. Mask. Yeah, somebody's wearing a mask. They're not who they say they were, or they're not who you thought they were. A lot of deceptive energies when people have a mask on. There's a reason for that. Something about the gentleness, nurturing, mothering, feminine energy. Is the mom wearing a mask, or is she the one dealing with the masked man or woman? Funk Congress. I love that name. I think it originated in Italy. I'm not real positive. The funny thing is nobody really knows exactly who invented this. They assume it's when the 52 card playing card deck was established, but it's very curious. Do your research. It's interesting. But I guess we can say Italian, and it might be somewhere else in the region. Germany, not quite sure, but that's what I got. I think it's Italian or Germany. Yeah, Italy or Germany. Arrogance and entitled. Yeah, this person that's arrogant. We got arrogant twice. Ding, ding, ding. We just started, man, and we already have synchronicities. This person, and entitled. Oh, we're dealing with a narcissist. Great. They've been in your readings, man. I'm so sick of these flippin' energies. I'm sure you are too. I would like to talk about something other than narcissists in my readings. You know, I'm hoping that all of this goes away. I want to be able to bring in some good news for people, you know? What is in the cards, though, Spirit? Show me. Yeah, I feel the heaviness with the depressive vibes here right in front of me. I really hope that that last word I showed you is not pertaining to anybody. You know, there is always a way. Blaze your own trail. Right on. I always have. Always have. I used to dress like Stevie Nicks in high school, and, you know, I always did my own thing. Whoops, what am I doing? I need 2 more. All right, blaze your own trail out of this hopeless situation is what I see there, if I can get the glare out of it. Hi, everybody. Stevie was cool, yeah. Yeah, she was really cool. She is cool, I should say. All right. Black Witch, there it is. The narcissistic Jezebel. Yep. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. I can't make it up, people. Yep. Established, settled, secure, and wealthy. There's something there. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Okay. When Black Witch comes out, that we're talking spells and spell work. Very arrogant and entitled. They feel like they can do this. Blackmail. Something about that. Maybe you want to blackmail this MF. Right, Jess? Maybe not, though. Maybe it's maybe they are you. You know, you're gonna have to place it. I don't like these vibes coming out, but we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna use my Wild Unknown tarot deck today. For those of you who care, show me. 6 of Pentacles. Mask, yeah. Gentleness, mothering. I'm feeling like small gifts given and received here in the past. Wait a minute. Yeah, mask. I don't know if, you know, you don't want to put in the reciprocation of it. You know, the energy or the synergy. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but I really need a heck of a lot more cards here. So hold your horses. Show me. Mother of Wands. This Mother of Wands could be Jezebel with that Black Witch vibe, right? Arrogance and entitled. Apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. Taking charge. Wow, whoever this is, I need a bunch of cards. I know where we're going, but I hope it changes. 3 of Cups down. Blaze your own trail. Hopeless. Situation. Lost. Loss. and oppression. Party's over here. Blaze your own trail. Maybe it's telling you to light your own fire under your ass. I don't know yet, but I feel like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party is coming to a stop. That is crowning you. Give me a bunch, please, Spirit. I need to know where I'm going with this. Four of Pentacles reversed. All right. Four of Swords. Father of Cups down. Nine of Pentacles down. Three of Wands down. Justice down. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you know this is a hopeless situation. This is dead center in the reading. That portal is closed, you know, or what? Yep, party's over. Blaze your own trail, right? I knew I felt a hopeless situation. Father of Cups here, mask, reciprocation, very hateful, very entitled and arrogant, maybe. It could also represent, on the other hand, being emotionally imbalanced, right? There could be emotional outbursts, you know. Maybe you're against this Father of Cups as well. There's many scenarios there I can see, you know. There is healing here from all this blackmail. Somebody is missing you. They want to talk. They want to see you. They want a reunion, right? But this is rest and recovery, right? And if we have to meditate with that third eye there, right, on the lamb, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I see somebody here is on their own, or it feels like it. This arrogance and entitled narcissistic BS is so much, it's like, it's overkill, you know. Way more than enough, and it's too much, you know. This witch, this arrogant witch, it's too much, you know. They all are. And there's just no fucking rest for the wicked with these bitches either, you know. I hate to say it, excuse my German, but no, because I literally hate these vibes. The unjustification of it all, the injustice of it all. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Justice will prevail. It still has its meaning in my cards, even when it's reversed. So know that. Yeah. But it's about letting go, right? Letting go of this black witch vibe. Established, wealthy, secure, and, you know, your own stability and whatever. You don't need this. I think you guys know that. So whatever that is, blackmail. Narcissists are good at emotional blackmail, especially. But somebody feeling trapped with the blackmail, are they trying to trap you where you don't really see a way out? They do that on purpose. Yeah. Well, either way, I see that there's healing coming in for you from the mental chaos, which is good. So I like that. Five of Wands down. The war is over, or that's what it's about. Somebody's wearing a mask. It's about changing direction, right? Very, very petty. And Jezebel is. She's a petty little bitch. And you got to watch, because she has really, really, you know, you can hurt her really bad. They're just so weak. They're like spoiled, rotten little brats. I don't care if they're man or woman. The spirit of Jezebel is female, you know. All right. This and this. Yeah. Okay. The Death card. Yeah. It's over. We're over. It's about transformation, right? Metamorphosizing the situation into your own healing. right? Trying to use that, you know, take everything in and like kind of transmute it. That's how I get it. You know, it's about rebirth, arrogance and entitled. You know, no, it's over. It was done in such success here. I keep dropping cards. Sorry. Anywho, yeah, it was so overkill. Ten of swords down. It's pathetic for some of your situations out there. I really hate it, but it also signifies that it happened a long time ago. A lot of this painful, blood spilled kind of thing. So, you know, it's like, but they're just overkilling. Maybe they're holding on to it and you know, trying to rub it in because that's a very big trait of Jezebel, right? That's just another trait up their sleeve, right? This is innocence, right? This could be a child, I suppose, but it's telling you to take a chance, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework with the injustice of it and letting go. Take a chance of letting it go. I'm not sure, like, I'm glad we're going to, I have questions. I need more cards. I have a lot of questions. You know, there we have mountains to climb, but it's teamwork makes the dream work. Things are coming in. I feel good counsel as well, you know, which is nice in that card, you know, but healing from it, from the chaos, you know, when I was trying to get out of my situation and when I was starting to heal, it was hard, but ultimately, spending alone time, like seriously, was the best thing for me because that's when I could hear the most, even when I didn't think I was hearing anything, you know? And that's a very Carl Jung thing, and it's a very true thing. So, anywho, yeah, you don't want a new opportunity with this. You know it's not going anywhere. You know the dried up mud field thing. I'm feeling, you know, right here, dried up mud, 3 of Wands down. Can't plant in that field anymore. It's bad seed. You know, these people are bad seeds, or this person, however you want to say. You know, hi there. Hello. I'm going to switch over to my Rider-Waite deck. This way. 5 of Cups down. 8 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles down. Yeah. A lot of regret. I feel like a lot of you are regretting even putting time into this or this person, this energy. But you know, regret's not good, right? Guilt, shame, anything. They're heavy burdens, you know? I know there was a lot of blood spilled. You know, that's what we're ultimately talking about, right? But we need to let that go. And the only way to let that go is to absolutely not deal with this person anymore, right? Hi there. Hello. Yeah, they are working on things, however, or this is about working on things. I do feel like you are working on things and learning your lessons, right? Because let me see here, the 8 of Pentacles is about mastering those lessons, right? This is very close with the Magician card, mastering the lessons, right? Working on your craft. So this arrogantly entitled Black Witch, it's about learning lessons. I feel like you're learning lessons. I don't know if they are or not, but you can flip and flop all you want out there. You know, Queen of Pentacles down is about some sort of neglect, or which technically is abuse, you know, or a codependency issue. Are they using the codependency, like they know that you have to deal with them, so they're going to use it to their advantage to try and cause chaos in your life? Well, you know, it's coming to a halt here because the party's over. Blaze your own trail. Good. King of Swords down. This could be a tyrant, right? This Black Witch. Wow. They could be a tyrant. We need to let go. Whoever it is a big fat liar, right? Somebody's established here, settled, secure, and wealthy. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework, right? Yeah. Communication, blackmail. Somebody's trying to blackmail somebody and or possibly like I feel like it's an emotional blackmail. I really do. And that's pretty sad because it hurts, man. This is being quick on your feet, swift, right? These news and messages and communicative kind of conversations that are going to be coming in for you, right? A lot is happening. A lot has happened. I need a bunch of cards, please. I will say that Black Witches, Jezebel will never apologize as much as we wish they would. And if they do, they're full of it. But here I am so getting the arrogant and entitled because it's here twice and it came out together. I mean, it's so just very tyrannical, imbalanced, scattered, reckless energies. Wow, I need a bunch. I am making manigot, and I can smell it cooking. We used to call it manigot in the Italian hood. I'm not Italian personally, but manigot, manicotti. I love it. I can smell it cooking. Yeah, this is alchemy, you know. Feminine energy mask. You know it. You regret being with the person. You hate it. But to alchemize that hate into rebirth and that regret and leave it and let it go and heal from it, because that will keep you on this plane. You know, I'll be paranormal investigating and I'm going to be investigating you if you don't let it go, because you're going to be stuck, right? We got to let it go. If you feel pretty good with the Most High, and basically this is all new to you and you've never really been a bad person, you know, I'm pretty sure you're probably good, because, you know, but but this is serious. See, there is a lot of regret and embarrassment. Somebody is really embarrassed out there. Let go of that too. If that's the case. But look, we got the Five of Cups down and the Five of Pentacles down. Very combative. Somebody was ostracized or is being ostracized in a really bad way. I think they're using the neglect issue against somebody. They're causing that. And then, you know, they could be like, if this is, you know, a divorced couple or something, they could be using it against them, their ex, right, or something. But on the other hand, it's a very abusive situation. The star right in the middle, I love it. This is hope and faith and wishes come true. Blaze your own trail. I believe last time I did your reading, you had 4 stars in your reading. I don't think they have even had a chance to play out yet. So here's the hope that it's still coming, right? Dead center in the reading. Blaze your own trail. Leave this shit alone. Let it go. Do your soul work and go enjoy your life, you know? And we're going to try and get you there as much as we are able. All right, Six of Pentacles, the injustice, letting go of the unfairness. That is the hard part. Boy, I know it. Boy, I know it. I had to do that. And it kind of creates this inner anger. Whew. Yeah, we have got to work on this stuff, Taurus. I hope that's not happening to you, the inner anger thing. You know, you gotta right? Yeah, bad memories. There could be trauma, a lot of tribulations, hardships, right? We don't like these memories. We're trapped in it, though, however, because we go back in time with this shit. Yeah, there's communication coming in here. You know, nobody can attack anymore or abuse, right? The war's over, or that's what it's about. Somebody's wearing a mask. Gentleness, nurturing, and mothering right above that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oops, wait, I got something before that. 2 of Swords with the Death card. 4 of Pentacles down with the 10 of Swords down. 2 more, please. The Chariot. Yeah, moving on. Damn straight. I feel like somebody's planning a trip or a reunion over here as well with the Chariot and the reunion let's talk card. So somebody might be making some plans or vacation plans or something, travel plans. On the side note, in the next couple weeks. Yeah, being at a crossroads with this shit, damn. I'm going to take the 1 down first, even though it wasn't. 3 of Wands again. 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. That's how we're ending. Ding, 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 ding. And you know what? That's not so shabby. This Black Witch. Whoops. Too many here. I can't keep these cards on the table. That happened last night, too. I was doing Capricorns, I think it was, or somebody else's reading. I could not keep the stupid cards on the table. I'm like, this is ridiculous. You know? Anywho, 2 of Cups down. That's what all this is about. Your ex. Your ex. We know we don't want this union. 2 of Cups down. We're going to get more information and use my familiar tarot. Show me what I need to see. Universe, Spirit. And there's a bunch right there. I like it. Knave of Swords down. 4 of Cups down. Queen of Swords down. Ace of Swords down. Ace of Pentacles down. 5 of Pentacles down. Wow. Not to mention all the ding, 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 dings here. Holy moly, 5s all over the place. This was definitely not a relationship that was meant to be. Let's say that. Knave of Swords. Yeah. Mask. They're in no rush to taking that mask off either, and Jezebel won't. She won't be in any rush. She won't take it off. She'll pretend it's off and wear a mask under that mask. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't abuse or attack anymore, you know? People, this could be, you know, trying to make people face their own emotions, and Jezebel is incapable of that, right? So I'm feeling like, you know, on the other hand, I could be getting like emotional outbursts, temper tantrums, and tyrant energy. All right. This person's a piece of work. I'll tell you what. Damn. I have to knock them right into tomorrow. Jeez. These people, they deserve exactly where they're going. There is no feeling bad for people that are in this situation. You know, not in these cards. Bitter, hostile, negative, hateful. Yeah, blaze your own trail. It's a hopeless situation. And Jezebel is. They're a big fat liar. They always will be. They'll be afraid of the truth. They're never going to be in clarity, right? Because they won't face the truth. And letting it go. You have to. That's what it will come down to. You don't want this. This is the second Ace of Pentacles down. Ding, 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 ding. We know we don't want this union over here, but we're thinking of having a reunion over here kind of thing. Okay, there's communication about that coming in. It'll be very healing for you, right? From this blackmail bullshit, right? Whatever that is. Five of Pentacles down again. Big time regret, big time guilt, or whatever. And then there's alchemy right there. And making magic out of that regret and turning it and morphing it, like I said, into rebirth. The dark night of the soul. Yeah. Very, very hard transformative energies on the table. Show me what I need to see. Okay. If that's the way it is. Ace of Wands down. Temperance again, right dead center in the reading. Ding, 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 ding. The moon. Of course there is. Two of Wands. Queen of Wands down. Ding, ding, ding. Nine of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, this person will not change. It's in a big way. I'm sorry to say. Letting it go. They're so power hungry. They are absolutely consumed with this entity, Jezebel. I'm sorry. A lot of us on this planet are seeing this play out and learning from it. You are certainly not alone, let me tell you. It just happens that I went through it before you. That's all. It doesn't mean anything else, right? I just don't want people to go through what I went through or to be able to heal from it, because I almost didn't make it through it, if you know what I mean, right? That's how literal and hard spiritual warfare is. You too, Anna. Yeah. You know. All right. So, anywho, temperance. Yeah, this is patience. It's very healing, but it's alchemizing, and that's what I'm getting. Okay. Blaze your own trail. Damn it. Yeah, this is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework and getting over it. It's just validating. Again, it can be a very cunning, unjustified energy. And that's exactly why they're on the earth, because that's what this energy does. So I'm sorry to say. Also, motherhood, feminine energy, and the moon, there could be something about women's menstrual cycles going on right now. Somebody, I'm thinking not a whole lot of the females out there, but there's a few. Okay, something about that. I'm not sure. Two of Wands, this is making plans, moving on, looking ahead. I like it from all of this blackmail, but we know we have to do the healing from all the trauma that has happened, right? We know that this person's a black witch, Queen of Wands down, not taking any action. We're not dealing with it, right? We're going to use that sort of empowerment kind of vibe, and we're going to draw on it, and we're going to use it, and we're going to kick these MF's ass. Wish fulfillment. And with the star right here next to it, you know, it is about manifesting. You're at a crossroads. Don't be doing death magic, people. Universal law to come back times 3 on you, right? If you wish death on them, you're hoo. So be mindful. This is hard stuff to deal with, and not put that kind of energy out, okay? It's very important. Yeah, nourishing, balancing. I'm feeling, but yeah, dealing with the energies, blaze your own trail. Yeah, they're going to wear you down as long as they know they can, right? They're going to keep on keeping on. So just, I do feel like there's a miracle afoot out of this, whatever this is. I feel like there's some sort of miracle afoot. I still do. Three of Swords down. Yeah, it was painful. It is painful. There could be three people involved or what, feeling it, but it's representing it happened a while ago, or it's still, it's lingering maybe. My nose just got really itchy all of a sudden. It's funny, it's right on the very tip. That happens every so often, and there goes my ear. It's so funny. When I started doing my readings, way a long time ago, it used to happen all the time if I was resonating with somebody, and then it stopped working. Well, now it's starting to happen again. So I'm wondering, am I resonating with you? Oh, I know. Too much information. Five of Wands down again. Ding, 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 ding. And the Empress down. Blackmail. Longing, missing you. Let's talk. Somebody's missing their kids. Yeah. Damn. Just don't compete. That's what they want you to do, right? They want you to. You are dealing with the same fucking Jezebel shit that I went through. That's how serious it was. Knave of Pentacles down. No shit, it's a bad seed. Here's three wolves on here. Another three signal for somebody. But, not putting that or not accepting the message or not listening to the message, being very arrogant and whatever that is. I'm just so over these energies. I'm switching it up. We're going to use a familiar oracle. I am so going to burn, in fact, you guys out there may want to burn some Palo Santo, some sage. Well, sage really isn't strong enough for these kinds of energies. So I'm thinking Palo Santo, cedar, or lemongrass, or sweetgrass. It's sweetgrass. And though that, just make sure you open the windows so the energy has a way to escape. But this is a much more stronger thing than sage, and it does take a long time to get. I absolutely hate the smell of this, but I've had to use it so much in my life that I deal with it because we have to at times. So here's some for you in case you need it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it burning right there. All right, so back to the reading here, which is familiar. Yeah, if you're not sure where to pick these things up, a lot of you are, of course, but I know I do have newer watchers on my channel at all times. So just go to your nearest metaphysical store or whatnot. They usually have a nice selection, Elf and Mischief. All righty. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders should you need to, right? E, F, D, E, F. There it is. Okay. So check it out. This could be you. It could be them. I don't know why. I hate the glare thing. It drives me nuts. I just want you guys to be able to see it. All right, hold on. Pranks and laughter are all part of my game to lighten up that black mood of yours. When things go missing, be sure to know that it is I who deliberately hides them. But don't fret, you will find them again as they turn up in the most bizarre ways and in the most inappropriate places. My magical capers, my magical capers are just for larks, and I mean you no harm. Just trying to grab your attention is all. When you can't take a joke, take a leaf out of my book instead and have some fun amongst the trees. For the ancient woodland and the forest are yesteryear's playground, to which I serve as a protector. Confusion, misunderstandings, and physical mishaps come into play when I am around, and you may be accused of not playing fairly or sticking to the rules. Understand your magical limits, for if unchecked, your playful nature can too easily tip into the darker aspects of mischief, which could be detrimental to the enthusiasm of others. There is a side note here: lighten up, have a good belly laugh, be the cosmic joker, and see humor in all situations. Unleash your inner child. Meditate with the trees. I dropped another card. Work with tree lore. Okay. Connect with the tree of life. Stop meddling in the affairs of others. Be warned, someone is up to mischief. Yeah. Well, we know Jezebel's up to no good. That's a given with her. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to give you a Hidden Realms oracle here. This does take reversals. Show me what I need to see. Reversed. The Rainbow Prince reversed. I'm going to show it to you upright. It's number 26 for those who care. It's about compensation and preservance. Okay. The Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address how committed you are to your path. Have you been giving of yourself, have you been giving of yourself only as a means to control a situation? His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself. Devote all your attention when you're with somebody and be completely present in all areas of your life. When you do so, you will receive more than you're trying to get by being the way you are now. The other warning is that you may be giving too much and not allowing yourself to be compensated. This may keep you in victim mode, always looking for what's unfair. Perhaps it's time to stop giving so much and instead be willing to receive. It may not be comfortable, but you deserve it. So why not allow it? Let yourself be vulnerable. Therein lies great strength. And that's very true. That is very true. Wait a minute. I don't know which one. I guess I'll give you one of these. I'm going to give you a wisdom oracle. The Rainbow Prince. We have ritual and invocation. Yeah, please be careful of those death spells, people. It is not a joke. And, hell is not a place we want to be. Remember that. It's not a place we want to be. So don't be doing those fucking things, right? If I can find it. PQRS. Okay. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Your desire to connect with the goddesses and gods has been acknowledged, but do you understand the true nature of the deities you are trying to summon? Heed the warning that invocation brings forth, for this action is not without danger for the inexperienced. Ritual teaches you to prepare for power and to judge wisely. It is vital to know that those you wish to invoke, learn their dislikes and likes, and surround yourself with their attributes and the things that they are associated with or represent. True invocation is to surrender, to be a vessel, in order for the deity you have summoned to function within you for a short period. This card has been drawn to assure you that the love and relationship you have with a particular god or goddess is real and runs through the very essence of who you really are. Though the through the mist of time. As you aspire to be more than your own greatness and to be humble enough to serve, the connection becomes stronger. Join a coven for ritual work and safety. Your connections with the deity is linked to past lives. Yeah, this is a past life twin flame union thing, I think. I almost was going to say that earlier in the reading, and I never did, and that just kind of validated. So, a lot of you are dealing with your twin flame, which are the most difficult to deal with. They show you your good and bad of each side, right? Honor the deities in all their forms through prayer, ritual, dance, chants, and offerings. Remember your protection. Dedicate an altar to your favorite deities. I don't do the deity thing. I know everybody, it's all free will. I do the Most High. That's the only deity. I'm good with anything else. But you know, I am into the witchy stuff, though. I definitely am. Yeah, there was a lot here. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and please just be a good human. I will be back soon with another message for you. Don't forget to tickle that little notification bell so you know when I am out live doing your reading. Okay. Yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you soon.